In this video, I will be sharing the 20 essential IELTS academic writing section tips and strategies that turn a Band 6 answer into a Band 9 answer. Over 70% of IELTS candidates get stuck at Band 6, but you don't have to be one of them. And I know you can break through because I've personally helped thousands of students push past that barrier to score Band 7, 8, and even 9. Their secret? You don't need to be a native speaker or memorize complex answer templates. You just need the right tricks and strategies. If you're serious about your score, this video is your turning point. Let's get started. I will include timestamps, and you can skip if you need to, but all these tips will help you in one way or another. Tip 1. Master the art of paraphrasing. Your introduction is the first thing the examiner reads. Never copy the question. Always paraphrase it. This single skill demonstrates your vocabulary range and is crucial for both Task 1 and Task 2. For example, in writing Task 1, a Band 6 student might write, "The charts show information about the reasons why people chose to move to a particular city." But a Band 9 student's response elevates the language. The provided pie charts compare the primary motivations for relocation to a specific urban center, as cited by new residents. That is excellent. The same principle applies to Task 2. Faced with a question about crime, a Band 6 answer might just change one or two words. A Band 9 response rephrases the entire idea. While some argue that extending prison terms is the most effective method of curbing crime, others advocate for alternative approaches to tackling this issue. See the difference? A Band 9 student included phrases such as curbing crime, advocate for. This is the language of a top score. 2. Write a clear and concise overview. One of the most common mistakes IELTS candidates make is skipping the overview or making it too vague. You should summarize the main trends or key features of the visual without giving specific data. For example, a Band 6 student might say, "There are some differences in the chart." That's far too general. A Band 9 student gives a concise summary of the key features. Listen to this. Overall, the proportion of people using public transport increased steadily, while car usage declined over the same period. This gives the examiner a quick snapshot of the main trends without including specific figures, which is exactly what the overview is meant to do. The next tip is super important. 3. Use a range of vocabulary for trends. To reach a Band 9, you must avoid repeating basic words like increase and decrease. For instance, a Band 6 student might say, "The number increased, then it increased again." That is repetitive and lacks variety. A Band 9 student might write, "The number rose significantly in the first year, followed by a sharp surge in the second." Use words like rose, surged, climbed, and adverbs like gradually, dramatically, or steadily. Show your vocabulary range, and that's what boosts your score. Tip 4. Master accurate grammar. Simple mistakes in grammar can instantly lower your score. A Band 6 response might have tense errors like, "In 2010, the number increased to 50." Did you see the error? A Band 9 answer is always precise. Check this. In 2010, the number increased to 50. Prepositions are another common trap. For instance, a Band 6 answer might say, "The sales increased at 50%. The correct phrasing is, "In the final year, sales increased by 50%. Control and precision are essential for a high score. Buckle up for the next strategy. Tip 5. Select and purport the main features. You don't have time to describe every single piece of data. A Band 6 mistake is trying to mention everything, which leads to a messy report. A Band 9 writer is selective. They identify the most significant features in the overview, the highest points, the lowest points, and the most dramatic changes, and focus their body paragraphs on describing only those. This shows you can interpret data, not just list it. 6. Group information logically. IELTS examiners love well-organized writing. Group similar trends or categories together in your body paragraphs. A Band 6 response might describe each item in the chart one by one. Car use was 40%, bus was 30%, train was 20%. It's mechanical and boring. A Band 9 student groups data smartly. Carefully listen to a Band 9 answer. While private transport modes such as cars and motorcycles were the most popular, public options like buses and trains had significantly lower usage. Logical grouping not only improves coherence, but also shows higher-level analytical thinking. 7. Avoid giving your opinion. Remember, Task 1 is not an essay. You're reporting facts. A Band 6 student might say, "I think trains are better than buses." That's an automatic penalty. A Band 9 candidate keeps it objective. train usage surpassed bus travel by a margin of 15%, indicating a clear preference among commuters. No opinion, just data. Keep it formal and factual to maintain academic tone and task relevance. 8. Use the language of comparison and contrast. For charts and graphs that present multiple categories, use comparative and superlative language to highlight relationships. Remember, comparison is key in Task 1. A Band 6 answer might say, car use was 60%, train use was 30%, bus use was 25%. No relationships are shown. A Band 9 answer links data like this. Car usage was twice as high as train travel and slightly more than double the proportion of bus users. Phrases like twice as much, in contrast, whereas, and by comparison highlight relationships and show the examiner you can interpret data effectively. 9. Deconstruct the question. Before you write a single word, take time to fully understand all parts of the question. Identify the keywords and what you are being asked to do. For instance, discuss both views. Give your opinion. A Band 6 student often misses key elements. Let's take the question below as an example. Some people believe that unpaid community service should be a compulsory part of high school education. To what extent do you agree or disagree? A Band 6 answer might only discuss whether volunteering is good or bad, missing the focus on it being compulsory and part of education. A Band 9 student, however, fully addresses the topic. Here is the answer you want to write. While community service offers educational value, making it a mandatory element of high school curriculum raises ethical and practical concerns. That shows a full understanding of all task components. The next strategy is where most students fail before even writing a sentence. Then, plan your essay structure. Jumping straight into writing without planning is a Band 6 habit. Remember, a well-planned essay is a well-structured essay. Spend 5 to 7 minutes creating a clear outline for your introduction, body paragraphs, and conclusion. For example, a Band 6 structure, jumbled ideas with new points appearing in the conclusion. On the other hand, a Band 9 plan would look like this. Introduction. Introduce the topic of space exploration and state that the essay will discuss both the benefits and the drawbacks before giving a concluding view. Paragraph 1 of the body will focus on advantages, such as a focus on scientific and technological advancements, while stating an example like GPS and medical imaging. Paragraph 2 of the body will focus on disadvantages, such as a focus on the high cost and potential for resource misallocation. For instance, funds could be used for healthcare or education. In the conclusion, summarize both sides and state that while costly, the long-term benefits of space exploration justify the investment. A clear plan keeps your ideas focused and logically sequenced, exactly what examiners are looking for. All right, that covers the essential tips and strategies for Task 1. Now, let's dive into Task 2 in detail, the academic essay. This is where you develop and defend an argument. 11. Write a strong thesis statement. Your thesis statement is the most important sentence in your essay. It tells the examiner your position and what you will argue. A Band 6 student will write a sentence like, "This essay will discuss the good and bad things about the internet." Whereas a Band 9 student will give a strong thesis that goes like this. While the internet has undeniably brought about certain challenges, such as the spread of misinformation, this essay will argue that its benefits in terms of global communication and access to information far outweigh these drawbacks. A clear, specific thesis gives your essay purpose and immediately signals to the examiner that you're in control. 12. Develop your body paragraphs with topic sentences. Each body paragraph should start with a clear topic sentence that introduces the main idea of that paragraph. A weak topic sentence is vague. For example, firstly, cars cause pollution. A Band 9 example will be like this. One of the most significant environmental drawbacks of widespread car usage is the considerable air pollution they generate. This sets the tone and structure for the paragraph, making your argument easier to follow. 13. Support your ideas with specific examples. Don't just make general statements. Examiners love well-developed arguments. A Band 6 might say it is good for students, but why? A Band 9 student explains, students who volunteer in elderly care homes often develop greater empathy and communication skills, qualities that benefit both academic and personal growth. Specific, relevant examples bring your points to life and show higher-level thinking. 14. Use a range of linking words and phrases, but not too many. Use linking words and phrases to connect your ideas smoothly. However, avoid mechanically overusing them. A Band 6 student might overuse phrases such as firstly, secondly, moreover, In conclusion, finally, a Band 9 writer uses them strategically. Listen to these examples. One compelling argument is that, furthermore, it is important to consider. On the other hand, some people contend that natural cohesion makes your writing smoother and more academic. 15. Showcase a wide range of vocabulary. To showcase a wide range of vocabulary for a Band 9, you must replace common everyday words with more precise and academic alternatives. This demonstrates a strong command of English and elevates the formal tone of your essay. Look at the following examples. A Band 6 student writes, "Governments should do something about this problem." Now listen to a Band 9 answer. It is imperative that governments implement robust policies to address this pressing issue. 16. Use complex sentence structures correctly. It's not just about long sentences, it's about control. Demonstrate your grammatical range by using a variety of sentence structures, conditionals, and complex sentences with subordinate clauses. A Band 6 student might try, "The government should invest in public transport. This would reduce traffic congestion. This would also be better for the environment." On the other hand, a Band 9 looks like this. If governments were to invest more heavily in public transportation systems, not only would this alleviate traffic congestion in urban centers, but it would also yield significant environmental benefits. 17. Maintain a formal and academic tone. Your writing should be objective and impersonal. Avoid using contractions, slang, or overly emotional or conversational language. Task 2 is a formal essay. A Band 6 might write, "You can't deny that technology is awesome," whereas a Band 9 says, "It is undeniable that technological advancements have had a profound and largely positive impact on modern society." 18. Avoid making overgeneralizations. Be cautious with absolute statements. Examiners dislike sweeping claims. A Band 6 sentence might say, "Everyone knows volunteering makes you successful." A Band 9 student uses hedging language. Volunteering can be a significant factor in personal development and may improve future career prospects. Phrases like "can be," "may improve," and "a significant factor" make your claim more academic and believable. 19. Write a strong and summarizing conclusion. Don't add new ideas in your conclusion. That is a common Band 6 error. It is common for Band 6 students to write a sentence like, "In conclusion," and also students should be paid. Wait, what? A Band 9 conclusion restates the thesis like this. In conclusion, while volunteering offers valuable life lessons, making it a compulsory part of education may diminish its intrinsic value. A balanced approach is therefore essential. Summarize and reinforce. Don't introduce. 20. Proofread your work. Finally, leave 2 to 3 minutes to proofread. A Band 6 student rushes and makes errors like, "The student has due community service." Did you see the error? A Band 9 student scans for grammar, punctuation, articles, and plural forms, collecting errors like, "Student has to do community service." Even strong ideas can lose marks if the grammar is sloppy. Take the time to polish your writing. Remember, practice is key. Apply these strategies in your preparation, and you'll be well on your way to achieving your target score. The videos on the screen cover other IELTS skills.